In the vast plains of the Maasai community, where the sun kisses the earth and the wind whispers secrets, lived a young girl named Soipan. She belonged to a family of proud pastoralists, where their cows and goats were more than just animals. They were a livelihood. Soipan's father, Olekindi, was a wealthy man owning numerous cattle, which made him respected in the community. Life for Soipan revolved around tending to the cattle alongside her siblings. But amidst the dusty trails and endless pastures, a wind of change was blowing. Education, once a distant concept, now beckoned to the children of the Maasai. Soipan's father, influenced by his neighbors, reluctantly sent his children to school. However, education wasn't his priority. He saw it as a fleeting trend, unlike the enduring wealth of cattle. Despite her father's indifference, Soipan excelled in her studies. Her dreams reached far beyond the horizon of the savannah. She dreamt of becoming a pilot, of soaring through the clouds like a bird set free. But when she turned 13 and entered womanhood, her father's ambitions for her took a different turn. In line with the customs of their community, Soipan's father sought to marry her off. His preferred suitor was a wealthy acquaintance, an old man with riches as vast as the Serengeti. To him, this union meant a hefty dowry, an addition to his already substantial wealth. But for Soipan, it spelled the end of her dreams and aspirations. Soipan's mother, having experienced the same fate, couldn't bear to see her daughter's future confined to the same path. She had been married young, and she felt like part of her childhood had been robbed from her. She wanted better for Soipan, especially having seen how her daughter excelled in school. She pleaded with her husband to let Soipan first complete her education, but his eyes were blinded by the allure of wealth. With a heavy heart, Soipan was betrothed, tears staining her cheeks. But fate had other plans. On the eve of her wedding, Soipan's mother intervened, secretly and carefully orchestrating her daughter's escape to the city where her brother awaited her. He was among the lucky few in the Maasai community to get an education and was now a teacher in the city. Soipan fled into the night, leaving behind her family and her father's wrath. Back in the village, this act of defiance cost her dearly. Her father disowned her, a scar that would never truly heal. He also pulled out all her siblings from school. In his mind, education was poisonous and only resulted in rebellion. Years went by. Time wasn't kind to Soipan's family. The once plentiful lands dwindled. Diseases ravaged their hearts, and poverty cast a shadow over their home. Olekindi grew old and frail, traditional remedies failing him in the face of modern sicknesses. His family, which solely relied on cattle keeping for their livelihood, was left with almost zero income. Life became unbearable. They would hardly afford a decent meal. On most days, they would only take porridge to survive. Meanwhile, in the city, Soipan thrived. She pursued her education with unwavering determination, eventually realizing her dream of becoming a pilot. Her success took her to distant countries where she flourished in her career, earning a substantial income. Years passed, and Soipan returned back to her country. Her uncle kept her abreast of the struggles back home. Upon learning of the dire situation at home, Soipan made a courageous decision to return. Anticipating her father's wrath, she braced herself for the confrontation. But to her astonishment, upon seeing her after many years, Olekindi's stern facade crumbled, replaced by tears of relief and joy. Embracing his daughter for the first time, he welcomed her back with open arms. Soipan immediately set to work with determination to help her family. She whisked her father away to a modern hospital where he received the care he so desperately needed. A modern house rose from the dust, and electricity hummed through the wires. Soipan's father watched in awe as his daughter, once scorned, became their savior. Her generosity didn't stop there. She gifted her parents a sleek modern car to navigate the changing landscape. She also funded the construction of a borehole to provide clean water for the entire village. As her father watched in awe, he realized the true extent of his daughter's potential. He lamented the opportunities squandered and the dreams deferred. With each act of kindness, Soipan bridged the divide between them, healing old wounds and forging a new path forward. And then, in a twist of fate, Soipan introduced the man she loved, a handsome doctor whose heart matched her own. Following tradition, he paid her dowry in full, just like tradition demanded. But his wealth wasn't measured in cattle. It was in the love and support he offered. Together, Soipan and her beloved brought prosperity to her family and the village. Olekindi was very much humbled by her achievements and could only marvel at the daughter he once underestimated. In the end, Soipan's journey was not about defying tradition. It was about rewriting destiny and proving that dreams, no matter how distant, could come true. And so, the tale of Soipan, a girl who dared to defy tradition, teaches us that dreams, no matter how distant, can take flight with the wings of courage and the winds of change. For in the embrace of love and warmth of compassion, even the deepest wounds can heal, and the darkest nights give way to the dawn of a new day. Thank you for listening to my story. It motivates me to continue bringing you more awesome stories. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, share my story, like it. If you can, please leave me a comment. Let me know what kind of stories you would like me to bring next and what you think about this particular story. I will very much appreciate your feedback. I'll be waiting. Until next time, bye.